Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm the Seven Swords, and apparently we are recovered. That is because I have finally fixed I appear to have fixed our situation with the um, survival mode. Um, at least I think it has. There are still a few bugs I'm running into. For example, I can tell that my magicka is down, and I think it is fatigue from feeling tired. The the so survival is back, or combat rush, or whatever I would use to explain why she hasn't needed to sleep or eat the last couple of days or weeks, months, who knows. Has finally worn off, and she is back to needing to sleep and eat and all that stuff. I've also added some mods. One of the mods was a patch that was hopefully what fixed it. I guess it did. Turned out it wasn't clockwork. It was the Sky UI mod finally kicking me in the teeth. I've added a patch in that's supposed to have fixed it, so hopefully that's fixed that. Um, we are also going to be trying to get. I'm going to be also planning on adding some more mods. Um, I want more mods in because I think it'll be cool. Um, this is kind of a warning for the future. Um, we may lose Sarah's playthrough at some point. I know the dangers of adding mods, and I'm okay with that. If Sarah's playthrough comes to a sudden end, I'll just probably tell you guys what the idea behind her playthrough was. Pretty much most of what she's going to do from here on is just what I feel is fun. Her being Dragonborn wasn't really part of my original playthrough idea. I just decided to do it because that's going to be interesting. But in the last episode, we tore through this place of all these vampires and dealt with them, and I mentioned the fact that we were in the domain of a Daedric prince. This is said Daedric prince. Um, I believe Clavicus Vile, if I remember the name correctly. Let's see if we can interact with him. Um, Apparently no. So, much like I said before, this is not how you're supposed to trigger this quest. You're supposed to trigger it in a different way, one that we did not do. Um, so hopefully be able to trigger it later. I just thought about this. I could turn into a werewolf and eat the hearts of all these people in order to increase my heart capacity, but I'm not going to. Um, we are going to head out of here though. I would like to get to. Um, I actually would like to head outside and head to Clockwork because apparently our inventory is bursting because of the loss of our stuff. I actually need to check something else also. So what we are going to do is we're going to check this real quick. Nope. Seems like I was under the impression maybe my stats and skills had been reset, but I guess I'm just literally don't have much for the way of um, that, and I'm not sure which way leads out of this place. Probably that way. I think down that way is the entrance. I think the cave. Yep, there's the cave right there that we went in, and then so take us up here to where we are there. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's Clavicus the Vile. I don't know if it's the name, but I know which Daedric Prince it is because the statue is pretty iconic. We have kind of touched on what triggers his quest. We will be doing it eventually. I plan on if for as long as her playthrough holds out. I plan on doing a bunch of different playthroughs, such as I plan on doing a bunch of different things, but one of the things is collecting a lot of the Daedric artifacts because I think that would be fun. Who the heck is this? Thief? No, it's a hunter.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Speaking of which,
Take a look.
we also got Hunterborn working properly. I did some poking around at that because I wanted it to be working because of the fact that we're going to need food because with survival back on, we're going to need food supplies.
All right then.
Um, we're also going to be getting our tent and we're going to be doing some camping. I'm going to try not to go to Clockwork all the time, which we are going to go to Clockwork though right now because I do need to get. Um, I would like to get our what do you call it? I would like to get our inventory back under control. We are not going to sleep there, though. We're going to just be popping right back. We'll probably sleep in Riverwood. Spell failed, fast travel currently unavailable. That's correct. I forgot about that. And I didn't forget about that. I read about that in one of the things I was trying to do to figure out how to um, fix the system. Basically, since fast travel is not working because um, it disables fast travel is disabled by there's Stormcloaks. I was like, who the heck are these people? Does that mean that this is like a Stormcloak hideaway, or is this like just a little cave that they're using? Nope. This would actually be a really good place to set up a campfire and take a sleep if we were to sleep here, but we obviously are not going to sleep here because I obviously don't have my tent with me because I wasn't planning that. We will be heading back to Clockwork. There is a way to get to Clockwork without fast traveling. We just have to get to the terminuses. Those should still work. I did make the decision that if the fast travel system isn't working, then I'm just going to use the terminuses. I do not really mind. It does help me because this will prevent me from. This will give me even more of a reason to carry my camping supplies and actually do some camping. Because I really don't like the fact that I can just pop the Clockwork whenever I feel like it's necessary. I do like having this Ring of the Ancients, which allows me to continue to pick up and continue to loot and continue to be a loot goblin because I like stuff. I would really hate not being able to have donkulous amounts of stuff on me. So I am going to keep the Ring of Ancients. Um, Another bit of information about what happened while I was been away. I've been away for a couple of days. Not really because I didn't want to record, because I didn't have time to record. I was busy dealing with talking with friends, and I just saw lightning outside my actual window, outside of game. Um, I may only be doing one episode because I don't want to deal with lightning causing me to lose power and causing me to screw up my recording. Oh, hey, it's Helgen, where all of this started. I don't know how Sarah feels about that. She probably isn't very happy about it because she probably doesn't wishes that she had never become Dragonborn. But I don't know. Locked. Why is it locked? Maybe the Imperials are back and reestablishing it. You would think. You would think. Where's the escape spell? Oh wait, no, it's not the escape. It's Arcanon's Welcome. The escape spell is the one that gives me underwater breathing and faster swimming and junk like that. Hello? Oh. Yeah, nope. Not the Imperials. Now bandits will randomly spawn here because it's a destroyed fort. Of course, bandits are going to establish themselves in a destroyed fort. We are still having the whole, our... I'm pretty sure that the difficulty has dropped. I'm not bothered by that. I'm completely okay with having the difficulty lowered. I'm not gonna raise it back up just because of that, especially now that I have to deal with being encumbered again and all that stuff, or not encumbered, but hungry, tired, and cold again. I might fix it eventually. But yeah, back to what I was saying before we found Helgen, and then found out bandits had moved in, or at least are looting the place. Um, there was a friend of mine introduced me to a new mod loader, um, which is called Wabajack. Right now I'm using Vortex. Apparently, Wabajack might be able to be more usable, and I might eventually try a mod pack called Lore Rim. And while I want to try it, I'm really into the idea of trying it because it looks really cool. And it's got a lot of. It seems like it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got over like 1,000 mods, and the way I have to do it is I have to go through and install every mod individually. So it's going to be like a day for me sitting down and installing them, unless it can. That's not Thistle, is it? Of course, it's not Thistle. um, I'd have to sit down and for like a day and go through them all, and I don't want to do that right now.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Saw another bolt of lightning. I'm not seeing the lightning, it's just seeing it flash through the shades on the window. I'm hoping that it's not going to be anything too much. If it ends up knocking out the power, you guys won't see this. So if you guys see this, I got lucky. Knock on wood. You would think with how superstitious I am, I wouldn't jinx stuff like that. Alright, now where is that Ember Shard behind me? Yes, it is. We have to go to Ember Shard Mine to clear it out for the Jarl of Fulkreath, who wanted us to clear it out and deal with the bandits. And he was offering to give us a chance at being a Thane and giving us some land. Probably not as interesting to her now that she has Clockwork Castle, but she wouldn't mind having a place here in Skyrim. I probably will eventually get Breeze home just for that purpose, but at this point, I'm not too big into the idea. We also have that plantation that we got, which I remember, which I realized while rewatching the last episode that I called it Plateau, and it's plantation. You want to do this, buddy? Let's do it this way instead.
Now ain't this a surprise?
I kind of wish there was like a permanent calm spell. I did install another spell. Hopefully it will help us with the whole not being able to use the Clockwork mod. It's a marked and recall spell, so hopefully we'll be able to use that. I also think we could still use the teleporting to the shrines and to the college.
The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know.
Stop your worrying and get some rest. Your shift is coming up, and I don't want you dozing off again like last time.
What are we supposed to be doing here? Am I supposed to be killing them all, or am I supposed to just kill one of their leaders? Farmer's life for me, no stone unturned. Kill the leader. Okay. So it's just the leader. I don't have to kill them all. Another situation of her choosing not to kill them, but not really having a reason. I think I did Ember Shard Mine before. I think this is a redo of Ember Shard Mine. I might be incorrect though. Waiting to see if they were going to come out. Guy came up here.
Picked a bad time to get lost.
And the calm spell just ended for them. Don't we have like a paralysis rune? Pretty sure we do. Did I just throw a paralysis rune back here? I probably should just throw down a lightning rune and stop messing around. Apparently not a paralysis rune. Is it rune of paralysis? Or do I just... apparently I don't. Apparently I'm thinking. Apparently. Yeah, I actually heard the thunder that time. Cancel the recording, but I don't want to. Okay. I've convinced myself. Settings, gameplay. It says we're on Adapt. Apprentice, Novice, so... It says we're on Adapt. Maybe this is just because of the fact of how easy these bad guys are. She is just fighting a group of bandits. I'm willing to believe that it's just because of the fact that she is just fighting a group of bandits, and she's good at it. It's one reason why I have to say that as a person who's like looked at these fantasy worlds, like I think it's funny that we never see just like a story like this where you have like somebody like Sarah who's really powerful in magic, really powerful in the sword and stuff. But instead of going around and killing like these monsters or these bandits who are out in the middle of nowhere that aren't really bothering anybody, she just decides to go around and like heal the sick or deal with the wounded. Like I think I've seen a couple of jokes about that. Like it does make sense. Like it would be like, okay, you're the strong. Um. Okay, so maybe the sword is just overpowered. Not entirely upset by that because this is a really good sword and it's from, well, a really overpowered mod, so it would make sense. Was she wearing a mask or was I crazy? Apparently, I was just crazy. We also can see that we can now see the temperatures on the gear. We weren't able to see those before. This is the leader. I thought the guy working in the forge was the leader. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we just killed everybody because I don't know if she would have known that this was the leader. Still lacking in some stuff. I could travel to Whiterun from here using, not Whiterun. I could travel to Winterhold with the Mage's Haven spell, then go from Mage's Haven to Clockwork through the Terminus. Ah, crap. Well, I don't know if this is going to work. Yes. Okay. Alright, give me a second while I let Hunterborn get itself online. We might do another episode. I might just say screw it. Pick up. Pick up. And pick up. So one of the useful things about Hunterborn is that if you kill an animal, you can just pick up its corpse. And then you can carry it with you as you're walking. The main reason that I'm going to be doing this is I know for a fact that it takes forever to treat the corpses, and I'd rather do that near town. Oh. Nice little tent outside of here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the butchery and stuff out here. I'm not going to bother taking these into town, although now that I think about it. I'm going to drop these. We're going to leave these here.
I've been looking for you.
Huh?
I have a
Oh,
Looks
I know
like
what he's
that's
going to give us.
Got to go.
So I think I know what he's going to give us.
Beyond
Yep.
imagining, I found these words inscribed in ancient dwarven ruins in the Reach. I believe they mark the entrance to a forgotten city. My brother went in a few days ago and hasn't returned. I need someone I can count on to go in after him and bring him back alive. I've heard great things about you, which is why I'm asking for your help. I'll be waiting for you in the ruins. Please hurry. And remember, riches beyond imagining. Cassia.
You would never have imagined that this was a mod. We have finally started the Forgotten City mod. I've had that mod sitting inactive in my list, and I decided to activate it because of the fact that we're adding more mods. And I know that that means that we might break the game. Sarah's probably considering it, but she's probably not wanting to rush off to it. We are going to sleep out here. Let's go with 9 hours. Did I have a level up? I just remembered that I can't level up from the menu anymore because of rival mode. Nope. The beast's blood keeps me from a restless sleep. I didn't know that it did that.
They're reforming.
You awaken feeling better. Alright, we have any food on us? That.
Dawn
That's
guard.
mine. Oh, that was not enough. Apparently, I need more food. Let's see the other cooked bass.
Something
There we go.
in the old fort near Riften.
Now, the reason we're not dealing with those guys right this second is Sarah does not have a hunting knife. She's decided to get a hunting knife because she wants to do this more professionally now.
So much
Because
to us to have the claw
she
back
believes
where it
it's to.
belongs. Thank you.
Thank
That's
you
nice.
so. You and me. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
She probably wants to honor her scene a little bit more with actually doing work with actually doing like some deals. Did I not? Oh, I know why it's not. I bet you anything it's not going to even give me the option if I go to see the blacksmith.
May the gods watch over
Let's
your
talk to
battles,
Alvo.
friend.
Let's see what you got
Take
for
a
sale.
look.
Can I ask him if I can use his forge? I don't know if I should be able to do that because I know I asked Pothios Hood. Interesting. Which is light armor, apparently. Range. Maybe there's more stuff than I thought. Let's see. He does not have it either. You could always make one, but I gotta get some bones for that. She doesn't have a knife.
All right.
I know why I'm not fighting them in the 1 second. My audio mixer was turned off again. I know why she's not fighting them in the things. I haven't set up. I would need to set up Hunterborn's options to give me that. Let's take a look at Scrimshaw real quick, because I think it's Scrimshaw which allows me to create. Yep. I can get a bone hunting knife, which comes from a large animal bone.
Now we've got
And then
mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
I thought that there was also, maybe that was, I know that I saw it in another play on the playthrough I was practicing with. Interesting. Maybe it's maybe that character had more points for some reason. But I can make a bone hunting knife once I get a large animal bone. But I need a large animal bone for that. So I guess we're just gonna be dealing with these now. So let's do field dressing first. We're gonna notice that this takes a while, so it's 10:30 right now. Let's harvest. Let's harvest ingredients, because I think that's where we get the bone. There we go. We got the large animal bone. It is now 11, so it takes about an hour to do most of these. So going through the entire process on multiple creatures like this is going to take a while. But we're going to make a bone hunting knife. So now we're going to try to skin the pelt, which we're probably not going to do very well. Yeah, we got a ruined pelt out of it. We're going to do pretty poorly at this for a while. We're also going to butcher the meat, which we will eat wolf meat. Raw wolf meat, and dispose of that corpse. And we move to the next one. He will be planning on doing this with quite a few animals. I will probably cut most of it out. You completely failed to attempt to skin the kill, resulting in a ruined pelt only worth a couple of leather straps. I actually probably am not I probably wouldn't be that upset about that, because that's actually relatively good for me. Leather straps is fine. Oh, it's saying I think that was I was getting more experienced. And then butcher the meat. Now we did get a bone out of that. I want to get another bone and dispose of. This one I will save you guys the time of watching me. I will bring you guys back once we have this one butchered and taken care of. Alright, we just finished up those pelts. think I could use this to do mountain flower tea, seared fat, strawberries. I thought I could use this for... Maybe it's not this one because of the fact that it's... The question becomes, if that's not the case... I don't know a lot about Hunterborn because I've never really used it for this purpose. I did have it when I was playing through the Xbox, but I didn't really need the whole cooking aspect because I never played seared fat. I can't cook meat. I thought I could char wolf meat, but I guess not. That's terrible. Now that means I can't get... There's no way I can process this wolf meat. I can always just eat it. But even if she is a werewolf, I don't think she's that desperate yet. It's 8:11 p.m. We're not super tired, but we might as well get a couple of hours of rest to let the shops reopen. We'll be stopping in the Sleeping Giant Inn to sell off this wolf meat, which I just realized that would have been open. Whatever. Beast blood keeps me from getting a restful sleep. Like I said, she is probably thinking about that that place. She'll probably head to Whiterun and then hard head to Markarth to do the Forgotten City. I do plan to do the Forgotten City.
I think I got a clip around here somewhere.
I don't think we're going to get there today.
Drink too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Any work?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Any other bounty work?
Of course. It's all in this note.
What about anything else?
It's all in this note.
Alright,
talk to Delphine.
Nobody where I can find some work?
It's all in this note. I'm just a cook, lass. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faindalin's drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
I ain't worried about that. I'm not going to do that quest. It's not very good, and I'm not entirely a big fan of it. So we'll go and sell off these. Keep the carrots, keep that. Keep all of that stuff. Oh, he'll buy the skooma. He'll buy the stamina potions. Yeah, I think we'll keep on. I think we'll hold on to this a little bit longer. Keep people wondering if I'm ever actually going to take them. Problem with it is that even if I did ever take them, I don't know if the game simulates addiction, and I don't know if I would want to because I don't think I'd do a very good job at it. But we're gonna get moving. Might as well head to what do you call it? Whiterun. Because we can go from Whiterun, we can take the terminus there to go to what do you call it? I probably should read some of those things I got from What's His Face. Although I'm probably gonna have a hard time finding them in my inventory. I know I have a lot of books in my inventory right now. Alchemist Journal, no. It's gonna be these things. Bounty. The bounty of that? Nope. Juvenile Mud Crab. Not the plea, that's what we were doing before. Not the authentication. Cultist notes. No. No. Letter from nope. Nope. Thing merchants. I think we already had that one. Note on tamed rabbit. On the bitter cup. Pit fighters notes. We'll go ahead and look at that. I'm probably not going to do these right now. She probably was just curious. Oh. Alright, the Grey Fox. Still gotta take a look into that. Lord of Clan Iceblade, which we're still trying to figure out. Thief's Note to Sarah. And then the Warrior's Challenge. I already know what that one's all about. we're not going to go there just yet. Just another player home. I probably should have bought some food from him. Didn't even think about it. Like, that's the problem with being back on food. Like, I'm not going to think about it. But yeah, we're going to do the Forgotten City quest right now. I plan on going in that direction because... Oh, crud. At first I was like, great, more bullet wolves. Now I'm thinking, great, more dragon. Let's see. What do we got? I have Relentless Storm still. Yep. Don't you dare fly over the mountain. Get back here. Got it. Yep. There we go. I have kind of wished in the past that they would just kind of like fall out of the sky when you kill them. Like they'd actually just kind of crash to the ground. I get why they don't. The physics engine would go crazy with that. I know these things work with Hunterborn, but I think I've got to go into the settings and set that up. Oh, nope. Harvest ingredients. Dragon scales and dragon... Alright, let's search. We'll search these because they still have other stuff on them. You just gotta harvest the bones and stuff now. Nope. I may have killed the dragon. I do not want to kill a giant. I still do not have faith in my abilities to kill a giant. There's Whiterun. I feel like we've been to this city a lot in this campaign. Or story, playthrough. What would you call this? Journey? Been multiple journeys at this point. As far as why she's lost her ability to teleport, who knows? Maybe like maybe it's Hircine's will. Maybe it's just the drag. Maybe it's a dragon break situation. Those are an in-character thing that actually the world of Skyrim is quite aware of happening. Hunting brew meadery. She had that honey brew with those revelers. She actually has to say she likes honey brew mead. She thinks mead's very tasty. I've actually personally never tried it, actually, IRL, because I've never gotten a chance to. Not that I haven't tried alcohol before. I've been legally allowed to drink for... Well, let me think. I've been legally allowed to drink for quite a while. I was about to say I've been legally allowed to drink longer than I wasn't, but that's not true. I ain't that old yet. That would make me 42, and I'm still not in my 40s. I am in my 30s, though, so I am getting there. But I've never actually had a chance to have mead. I have had sake, I have had ale, and I have had a couple of other alcoholic beverages. Not really my thing, though. I'm not a big fan of drinking alcohol. I think Sarah will like mead, though. I think she'll be more than happy to have some mead every once in a while. I think if she gets a chance to drink it again, she will. I don't think she's going to be going overboard on it, because I don't think it's going to be something she's looking for all the time. But she will drink it when she gets the chance. I know the Terminus gate's somewhere up here. That's one of the issues. I don't usually use the terminuses straight from the terminuses. I usually only come out the terminuses. So it's definitely going to be interesting to try and deal with that from now on. Where is the gate? It's up here somewhere.
Vampire hunters or something.
I think. Oh, here it is. Now, as long as we can use this to get back to Clockwork, we're good. Yep, we are able to get back. I would have been very upset if we couldn't. I had a workaround if we couldn't. I think that what I could do is I could go in and disable survival and then re-enable it. Alright. So our current capacity is 300 from what I saw before. So let's go ahead and see if we can obtain 300. Keep the bone hunting knife. Keep the fishing rod. Yeah, I think the champion's blade's gonna stay here. I can't drop that. Drop that. I can drop that. We'll keep the pickaxe on us. And we'll drop all but 16 of the arrows. I don't feel like we need arrows, a ton of arrows, because we got magic. Probably could drop all the arrows now that I think about it. But I'd hate to need arrows for something. In a situation where I'm trying to be stealthy or something like that. Leave this behind, leave this behind, leave this behind. We have those. We need to actually go get those reforged. We will eventually. Keep the Ring of Hearsing. Leave that behind. Leave this stuff behind. We're also going to go through this because this is also something else to go through. We're going to leave this behind, leave this behind, leave this behind. We're going to leave this behind. That. We don't need any of these cure disease potions because I can't catch diseases while I'm a werewolf. We're gonna keep the health potions. We're gonna keep the healing potions. We're gonna keep the invisibility potions. Drop that. Keep 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 that. There's the stale blood potions we had from before. And keep those in here because we don't need those for now. Alright. Let's take a look at the next one. Drop all of this. And drop all of these. I'm just going to go through and try and drop everything that I can drop. And then in here, didn't mean to drop that. It's fine. We'll keep that for a second because we're gonna be leaving him here, the butterfly here. But I would like to. I'm gonna leave him with the moth in our bedroom. We're gonna drop off a bunch of the lockpicks. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's grab out that, wasn't it like small animal bone or something that I put in here? Oh no, it was fire dragon claw. Alright, and then all of this can go to the mage's quarters. We're gonna go to the... We're gonna go head up to our bedroom real quick. Let's talk to Lahar real quick. Let's arrange a trade. I would like to see, do you have any thing that's good cooked food? No. Well, like a roast. Some bread, baked potato. And no mead. Although he does have the Cellulose Brothers wine, which I will take. Which, we are under 300. Let us put our Ring of Hearsing back on. You always are. Alright, Timothy. Hope you're ready for a friend. I am going to try and put it next to Timothy. I might have to do it the same way I did Timothy's. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Kind of be okay with it being upside down. And now we have the two of them. I don't know if those symbols mean anything. I've heard that there's like a thing about them, but I just like collecting them because I think they're cool. The next thing to do.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, I think you're good. Next thing I think we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the kitchen, and I will take everything out of here, and I will put it all away. And let's look at the prepared food bin and see what we've got. So, I will take a cream cheese. I will take 4 things of bread. She's kind of preparing herself for her next journey. Horker loaf, some horker stew. Got a lot of horker now. Some rabbit haunches, some slaughter fish, and a sweet roll. And some tomato soup to wash it all down with. Not that we're going to eat it all this moment, or in that order. Although I have to say, it'd be kind of weird for her to be carrying a bowl of tomato soup on her. I'd like to wonder how she never spills it all over the inside of her bag. At first I was like, how the heck do you get the tomato soup there? But, you know.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nope, you're good. Alright, we're going to head towards Markarth so that we can go to deal with this Cassia and whatever her issue is. Sarah's got an interest in it because she likes helping people and she's worried about what this could be. She said it was some kind of dwarven place, riches beyond imagining. I can imagine that the cup is kind of also influencing her. I was also thinking about leaving the cup behind because I don't want to carry the cup with me and end up losing it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go in here real quick. We're going to get rid of all of these. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Matter of pride. Oh, I remember that. And then we're going to grab the Forgotten City, which apparently is in this direction. I have done this quest before. I know a lot about this quest. I know how a couple of ways you can finish it. We're going to be going for the ending that I like the most. There are several endings. I will be talking about all of the possible endings and how you go about some of them. Is it this way? It apparently is not. It's not nearly as close to Markarth as I remembered it being. We got to go around this way. But there are several endings to this. There are ways you can finish it that are what I consider good. There are ways that you can consider it that I consider bad. And there's one way that I consider that you can finish it that I consider being the best way to finish it. Like I said, we will be talking about some of them. I won't be showing most of them off. I might show a few of them off, depending on how I decide to go about it. I plan on doing this quest as Sarah by herself through, and then maybe a bonus series will be put up, which basically will be apart from this series, which will basically just be me showing this mod off, because it is very cool. There are a lot of things in this mod. She is going to be doing it relatively close to the what in the world? I don't remember ever seeing that tower. Then again, we're in a part of Skyrim I have not seen very much of. As far as Skyrim goes, like we're getting close to where it is, so I'm not going to be worried too much about it. But like, this area, I've been all over this area. I've been and I've been a lot of the middle area, and I've been a little bit of here. Like, this is my majority of my area, and then everywhere else I kind of stick to beaten path. I kind of stick to the beaten path. Like, getting off and like exploring is not something I'm very good at, and I'm starting to notice I probably should. Where did that tower go? I'm guessing that's Osmond's Zulf, because I can only imagine that that would be Osmond's Zulf. Might not be, though. There it is. No, that's not Osmond's Zulf. I wonder where that is. We might go check that out once we're finished with this. I'm trying to figure out if I should go up there, because I'm not sure if it's up there or where it is. We are starting to get closer to it, though. We are getting a little over our time now. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. I might end up ending it sooner rather than later. We might be in this mod for a while. I can't promise I'm not going to be. I am going to try and not add any more mods until we finish this mod, just because of the fact that, much like with Clockwork, once we get to a certain point, we cannot leave this mod until we finish it. We will be kind of trapped. Which I am tempted to use, I am tempted to use, like, the ability to drop a quick save. Whoa. Oh. Ow. Partially that was me getting distracted by that bear. Part of it was me getting distracted by me getting bit by something on my foot. We're into the summer now, so we're getting insects abound. Our insect traps back out. Missing the ones that have gone bad. And here are the Forgotten Ruins. But we'll be heading into the next episode. I have been the Seven Swords. You've all been amazing. I hope to see you all in the next one. See you guys later.